45 held a klan rally where he was talking to a bunch of dumbass teens because they're blowing him. But he made a lot of falsehoods during this klan meeting. 45 on Tuesday told young people a number of falsehoods he's been relating to adults for months, and took a misleading swipe at the female Democratic lawmakers he's trying to turn into foils. A sampling of his remarks at Turning Point USA gathering of conservative rednecks. 45 on Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York. She called her country and other people garbage. She said garbage that's worse than deplorable. Remember deplorable? The facts: Ocasio-Cortez did not label people garbage. She did use that term somewhat indirectly to describe the state of the country that she's living in. Arguing for a Democratic agenda at a South by Southwest event in March, she said the U.S. shouldn't set off a centrist policies because they would produce only marginal improvement, 10% better than the garbage of where the country is now. Trump, 45 has been assailing Ocasio-Cortez and three other Democratic women of color in the U.S. for more than a week, ever since he posted tweets saying they should go back to their countries. Even though those 4 women he told to go back to their countries, all of them are born here. All of them but one was born here in the U.S., and the other one was granted asylum. 45 says we have the best economy in history. No matter how often he repeats this claim, the economy is nowhere near the best in the country's history. In fact, in the late 1990s, growth topped 4% for 4 straight years. That was between Bush and Clinton on that part. And it says that it has not reached a level of 4% under Trump, or 45. Sorry, growth reached 7.2% in 1984 when Reagan was president, and then the economy grew 3% in 2018, the same pace it reached in 2015 under Obama. And it simply hasn't hit historically high growth rates yet. The economy is now in its 121st month of growth, making it the longest expansion in history. Most of that took place under Obama. 45 keeps insisting the best employment numbers in history. The facts are that they're not the best ever. The 3.7% unemployment rate is the highest in the report. Is the latest report. Is not a record low. It's near the lowest level in 50 years when it was 3.5%. The U.S. also had lower rates than now in the early 50s, and during 3 years of World War II, the annual rate was under 2%. The most, he says, he keeps going on about the most people working, almost 160 million in the history for a country. Yes, but that part, kind of yes, but that's only population growth. A more relevant measure is the proportion of Americans with jobs, and that is still far below record highs. According to the Labor Department, 61% of people in the United States 16 years and older were working in June. That's below the all-time high of 65% in April of 2000, though higher than the 60% when 45 was inaugurated in January of 2017. .45 in his efforts to help veterans, he says, I got choice. The fact is, he is not the squatter who got the Veterans Choice Program, which gives veterans the option to see private doctors outside the Department of Veterans. That was Obama who got that signed and approved. 45 only expanded it. .45 claims that we're paying close to 100% on NATO. The facts is the U.S. is not paying close to 100% of the price of protecting Europe. NATO has shared budget to which each member makes contributions based on the size of its economy. The United States, with the biggest economy, pays the biggest share, about 22%. 4 European members, Germany, France, Britain, and Italy, combined to pay nearly 44% of the total. The money, about $3 billion, turns NATO's headquarters and covers certain other civilian and military costs. Defending Europe involves far more than that fund. The primary cost of doing so would come from each member country's military budget, as the alliance operates under a mutual defense treaty. The U.S. is the largest military spender, but others in the alliance have armed forces too. The notion that almost all costs would fall to the U.S. is false. In fact, NATO's Article 5, calling for allies to act if one is attacked, has only been invoked once, and it was on behalf of the U.S. after the Articles of September 11, 2001. Yeah, because Cheeto did say during his Klan rally that Section 2, that Article 2 of the Constitution gives him the right to do whatever he wants. Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I'm not claiming to be, but I know damn well that's not what the Article 2 of the Constitution says.